So I just wanted to clear some things up. When I'm speaking on here, the reason why I'm doing this is because, to me, when I'm owning these things and my perspectives, my feelings, my views, alongside of my conditionings and the things that I learn each day, this is a way for me to speak it and make it real. And this is how I own things. This is how I progress. I've always expressed myself this way. I've always wrote my stuff, put it out there. I've always spoke my mind, put it out there, and I've always tried to take my experiences and create something out of it. I'm not ashamed of my views, although some of them skewed. I'm not ashamed of my feelings, although some of them skewed. I'm not ashamed of my traumas or my conditionings. I'm not ashamed of any of it because I accept it, I own it, and I try to learn from it. And that's the reason why I put these things out, because I'm forced to be held accountable. Even if I can't do it in real time, it has to be done. I may not be able to notice or be perfect with those things, but when it's out there and created and presented for everybody to see, eventually I'm going to be held accountable for it. And that's the point. I'm not trying to, call anybody else out or put anybody else's name down or anything. That's not my business. Other people's lives are not my business. My business is my life and my growth and the way that I'm doing things and the way that I'm trying to learn. And by presenting this stuff and being vulnerable and doing things by making different decisions, making better decisions, by preparing better, by studying more, by actually doing instead of just thinking, and letting my thoughts and my traumas and conditionings ball up and create voids and momentum for a bunch of negativity that I want nothing to do with. The idea is to take this life that I'm living and experiencing, and my thoughts and my experiences and my feelings and my creativity and, my organic piece of space that I have to offer to the planet, combine it into one and have it work together. Because the end game and the goal is to help. Like the only way that I can bring my real dreams to life is by representing what it is that I aspire to be. And this is how. Being vulnerable, being out there, showing people that it's all right to be going through this stuff. Like, I'm not trying to just start my videos or start my stuff when I'm at the top of the mountain. Like, I don't think that there's enough eyes on the growth. I feel like there needs to be more vulnerability, and being vulnerable and allowing yourself to forgive and release all of these things that we identify with that aren't real. That's just perception and perspective. None of that stuff is actually real. The only thing that is real is the right now and all the infinite possibilities that we can be. And I know that I'm also experiencing this human condition. So I'm guilty of, playing the human, playing victim in times, playing, feeling guilty for myself, feeling guilty for others, finding other things outside of myself to try to fill a void that only I can fill. I know these things. Most of us have the information, but it's about doing. And the way that we do is to just start doing and stop judging ourselves. Don't get it twisted. I appreciate every human being that I've ever come across, every human that I've ever interacted with, whether we aren't cool anymore or whether we are cool. I appreciate you. Like, I I don't feel any animosity towards anybody. Everything is a lesson. Everything is a teaching moment. And I know that there's always two sides to every story, but I only know my side. I only know my part of things. And that's why putting my perspective out there in the most true and organic and vulnerable way possible. Like, I'm not scripting this stuff. I'm just being me right now in the moment. And this is things that people may tell me that I don't do. I don't express myself in ways, you know, that people can understand in real time. But I'm doing it right now. So this is me with my arms open and my mind open, and everything is out there. I'm being vulnerable. There are no walls up. There are no, you know, secret agendas. I'm not plotting anything. This is me trying to be the best that I can be in this experience of, you know, trying to own what love is. I know that love is something that you become now, and I owe that to my daughter, and I want to be able to represent that in all pieces of my life. And the only way I'm going to do that is with your help. That's all. That's why I do this. Life, I believe, is about service, and the way that we service is we help ourselves first, and then we help others.